Alrighty then. Well, I'm just sorting out my financial affairs and whatnot. I've managed to get my truck repair bill to under $1,000. It's now 900 and some dollars. I'm going to go in tomorrow to Perth and I'm going to make a payment for $250 on my truck repairs. I made a total of $380 this weekend with my work. Friday, Saturday, and today, all 3 days combined, I made a total of $380. I don't anticipate any work in the next week, but I figure I can afford to make a $250 payment on my truck repairs, and I'll still have a little bit of a cushion there of money to to buy anything I need, groceries or fuel or whatever. Yeah, so anyway, that's where we're at. If I pay $250, I'm still going to have over $100 to get me through until I get more work. And there will be more work coming, I'm sure of that. It's just between the weather supposed to not be very good. It may be that I will get some work next week, but I probably won't because the weather isn't supposed to be good. But if I do, well then that'll be even better. But if I don't, I'm not in a bad situation. I can get through. I don't normally talk about my financial affairs too much on here as far as specifics, as far as money that I earn and things like that. But I guess what I'm driving at here is when you consider that I'm a guy who in 2021 lost everything. I left my house with no vehicle. I was living in a tent in the woods behind Walmart. I had a garden wagon. That wagon you see right there with the 1968 plate on it there, license plate. That was my vehicle. That's what I had to work with. I moved everything from my house that I was going to need for my camp in that wagon and snuck it into the woods, going in the back way, and set up my camp to try to be as stealthy as I could be. As opposed to bringing a wagon loads of stuff down through the parking lot at Walmart for everybody to see me going in there, building a camp. I left my house with $1,000 cash in my pocket, that wagon, 2 cats, Rocky and Muella. Of course, Rocky's the one that you see here with me now. Muella is, unfortunately, she's buried on this property because she was killed by a fisher. Second day I was here. I lived in the woods behind Walmart for about 3 weeks. I had to deal with bears and raccoons and coyotes. It got a little scary sometimes at night. In fact, it got downright terrifying sometimes at night. Always under stress that somebody was going to come back there and put me out of there, or that somebody was going to come back and rob my camp when I wasn't there, maybe hurt my cats, maybe steal my cats. These were all things that were going through my mind all the time. I was under a great deal of stress. I didn't know, what I was going to do. When it rained, it wasn't unusual if it rained really hard for the water to flow through my tent. It was pretty rough, That's how I was living 3 years ago. I went overnight from living in a house to living in a tent, squatting in the woods behind Walmart. And like I say, I had $1,000 in cash, 2 cats, a Coleman stove, a tent, and not a whole hell of a lot else. There I was, Now I own a truck. The truck is costing me some money, but I do own a truck. I'm living in a camper, which is a step up from a tent, I still got my buddy Rocky with me. I grieve for my moo, but you know, she's gone, and it is what it is. But I've still got my buddy Rocky with me anyway, and yeah, I'm slowly building things up. I've worked very hard, and I'm still working very hard, and I intend to continue working very hard for just as long as I'm able to, and I'm building things back up. I'll tell you, it was a hell of a year. 2021 was one hell of a year. I hope I never have to go through another like that. I've been through a few like that over the course of my lifetime, though, and even some of them were even worse than that. But that was still pretty bad. Anyway, getting a little too old for that crap. Anyway, but if I have to go through it again, I will, and I'll survive, and I'll rebuild just like I've done this time, or just like I'm doing this time. I won't say I've done it, because I haven't done it yet, but I'm well on my way. And thanks to the help of some good people, and thanks to my own determination and my own just decision that I'm going to survive regardless. The world may not want me to, but I'm damn well gonna. I'll survive as an act of defiance, you know. And the bottom line is, due to the help of a few good people and due to a lot of hard work on my part, I have come this far anyway in a relatively short time. Now, I mean, like I say, I won't say that life is fair, because it isn't. Bad things do happen to people all the time, things that they don't deserve. I didn't deserve what happened to me. I didn't deserve the year that I had in 2021. But there's a lot of people right now going through things that they don't deserve, and they're fighting through it, and they're surviving. You know, and I hope that they see me standing here now, cooking my spaghetti with my homemade tomato sauce with the extra virgin olive oil and garlic seasoning and fresh tomatoes. And of course with my beautiful cat, Rocky. Here he is. I got the screen pointing away from me, so I'm not sure what you're able to see, but there he is if you can see him. And yeah, anyway, and here I am on the precipice of another big change, getting ready to move this camp out of here into another location. And we'll just take it from there, I guess. I don't know. I mean, don't know what the future holds exactly. And I'd be saying that I'm kind of scared, because I am kind of scared. I think I'd be a fool not to be. But I'm just living one day at a time, and I'm getting through each day. And things are getting a little better, you know. As I go, things are getting a little better. It's been a slow, steady improvement, and you know, generally a slow, steady improvement is better anyway than a very quick one. Whatever you gain quickly, you will lose just as quickly. At least that's been my experience in life. If you have to really put everything you got, just put your heart and your soul and your back into it to survive, you will do remarkably well. Usually you will survive, and you even flourish. At least that's my hope. I hope that for you, anybody who's going through a similar bad thing, that you get to survive, and not only to survive, but to thrive and to flourish. And that's what I intend to do myself. And if I don't do it, then I'll damn well die trying, that's all. But I'm not giving up. Haven't given up yet. Had lots of setbacks. Had lots of reasons to throw my hands up in the air and say screw this and just lay down. You know, lay down and wait for death. But I haven't done it. And I'm looking back now, and I'm glad I didn't do that. You know, it's paying off gradually. Anyway, that's it for now. I hope you're all well, and I'll show you my dinner that I'm making here when I get it done. It's going to be quite good. This sauce that I make here with the spaghetti, it always turns out pretty well. Yeah. Anyway, that is it. I want to heat up some dishwater. Got to do my dishes today too. I think I'm going to use this water here because I'm going to use the water right here in the old Arctic boy. I am. Alright. We'll see you later. Bye for now. Oh, there's Rocky. There he is. Hi, Rocky. We'll see you later.